I will take control of my mind to change my life. Every breakthrough, every transformation, every victory begins not with the body, but with the mind. The mind is the first battlefield, and if you win there, everything outside begins to align. If you lose there, nothing outside will ever feel enough. The world reflects the quality of your thoughts, so if you want to change your life, you must first change the way you think, the way you focus, and the way you direct your inner energy. The mind is like a wild horse. Left unchecked, it will run in every direction, dragging you into fear, into doubt, into distraction. But once you take the reins, once you learn to discipline that wild power, the same horse will carry you across mountains and deserts. It will take you where your destiny calls you. This is the power of control. When you own your thoughts, you own your future. When you take command of your mind, you step into the highest version of yourself. Most people are prisoners of their own thinking. They wake up every day with the same doubts, the same fears, the same old patterns running in circles inside their heads. They want change, but do not realize that change starts with awareness. To control your mind is to stand guard at the gate of your thoughts, to refuse entry to what weakens you, and to invite in only what strengthens you. If you allow negativity to live inside, you will build a negative life. If you choose discipline, clarity, and courage, you will build a life of strength. Control of the mind does not come from wishing. It comes from practice. Every time you catch yourself drifting into fear and you choose faith instead, you are building control. Every time you feel the pull of laziness and instead take action, you are building control. Every time your emotions try to dictate your actions, but you hold steady and act with wisdom, you are building control. Control is not a single act. It is a daily discipline. When you take control of your mind, you realize that life is not happening to you. It is responding to you. The energy you project is the energy you attract. If your mind is filled with confusion, life brings you more chaos. If your mind is filled with clarity, life opens doors. Intention creates energy. The moment you decide who you are and where you are going, the entire universe begins to move in that direction. But that decision must be held steady in the mind, repeated day after day until it becomes unshakable. It is not enough to think positively once. It is not enough to visualize once. To truly control the mind, you must build habits of thought the same way you build habits of the body. Repetition carves grooves in the mind. Every day you choose discipline, you deepen the path. Every day you focus on growth, you strengthen the pattern. And soon your mind no longer resists, it obeys. It becomes your ally instead of your enemy. The challenge is this: your mind will always test you. It will whisper lies that you are not good enough, strong enough, worthy enough. It will tempt you with distractions. It will drag you back toward comfort. But you must be stronger than your excuses. You must be greater than your doubt. When the mind says quit, you respond, I am in control. When the mind says hide, you respond, I choose courage. When the mind says later, you respond, I act now. Every time you resist the weakness, you strengthen the warrior inside. To take control of your mind is to choose freedom. Without control, you are a slave to impulses, to emotions, to external noise. With control, you are free to design your life on your terms. The world outside can be stormy, but inside, you remain still. The chaos can rage, but your mind remains focused. You are no longer at the mercy of chance because you have chosen intention. Think of the greatest transformations in history. They began in the workshop of the mind. Every invention, every discovery, every movement of progress was once an idea in someone's head. That idea became reality because they disciplined their mind long enough to act on it. The same is true for you. Your dreams are waiting in your imagination. Your future is waiting in your focus. but they will only come alive if you take control of your thinking and hold it with persistence. Too often, people believe that controlling the mind is too difficult, too abstract. But it is not mysterious, it is practice. Just as the body becomes strong through exercise, the mind becomes strong through training. Start small. Take 10 minutes a day to sit in silence and observe your thoughts. Catch the patterns that weaken you and replace them with thoughts that strengthen you. With time, the practice becomes natural. Your mind learns to obey your command. And when your mind obeys, your life transforms. Confidence rises. Clarity becomes your natural state. Doubt no longer shakes you. Fear no longer paralyzes you. Distractions no longer pull you off course. Instead, you live with sharpness. You live with energy. You live with direction. This is the reward of control. Understand this truth. Your life will not change by accident. It will change by intention. Every great life is built twice, first in the mind, then in reality. If you allow chaos to rule your mind, you will live a chaotic life. If you choose discipline and focus, you will live a life of purpose. The difference is not luck, it is control. Each day is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you are the master, not the servant. Each day is a chance to strengthen the inner voice that says, I will not give up, I will not be distracted, I will not surrender to weakness. Each day, you cast a vote for the person you are becoming. Those votes accumulate. Those votes create momentum. And soon, the old self fades and the new self emerges. There will be days when control feels impossible. Days when your mind feels heavy, when negativity seems louder, when focus slips away. Do not be discouraged. This is part of the process. Control is forged in resistance. Just as the sword is shaped by fire, your mind is strengthened by challenge. Embrace the struggle, because it is shaping the strength you seek. The key is persistence. Anyone can focus for a moment, but transformation belongs to those who persist through months and years. Make control of the mind a way of life, not a temporary effort. When discipline becomes natural, when focus becomes instinct, you will find yourself living at a higher level than you ever thought possible. And when you reach that point, you will realize that the external victories, success, recognition, achievement, are only reflections of the deeper victory within. The true reward is mastery of yourself. The true power is knowing that no matter what life throws at you, you have the inner strength to choose your response. That is freedom. That is control. That is transformation. From this day forward, make a decision. Decide that you will no longer be a passenger in your own mind. Decide that you will take the wheel. Decide that every thought, every emotion, every action will be aligned with the life you want to create. Hold that decision with unshakable commitment and act on it every day. Tell yourself now, I will take control of my mind to change my life. Say it until it becomes truth. Live it until it becomes reality. And when you stand years from now in the life you once only dreamed of, you will know that it began here, with a single decision, a single discipline, a single act of taking control. Subscribe now for more powerful motivational speeches and the energy that keeps you moving forward.